It's coming up on a new month, and that means new manga. So these are the manga that are going to be released in the month of November. So first, disclaimer, so some of the manga that I mentioned in my last manga release video got pushed back to this month, so you will see some doubles. Hopefully, the manga that I mentioned in this video actually does get released in the month of November. As of the recording of this video, which is like October 24th, these are the manga that is scheduled to be released in November. So just a disclaimer. All right, let's get to it. So coming out on November 2nd is Black Clover Volume 27. I am fully caught up with the anime. I have not dove into the manga yet just because I haven't found a good deal on a lot of the volumes, and especially coming into a series that already has 27 volumes and looks like it could honestly go for another 20 volumes. I'm waiting for a good sale to start reading the manga. But the anime, I know it didn't end. I think they're coming out with a movie, but I really enjoyed the anime. Another one that I've heard a lot about, but have not personally read, is Dr. Stone, and which is Volume 19, is coming out this month. I heard the story revolves around Stone Age thing, and he creates like rocket ships. I think it sounds crazy, but I checked out the first episode of the anime and I just couldn't really get into it. So maybe it's gotten incredibly better. Let me know if I should start checking out Dr. Stone. Another one that comes out November 2nd that I'm very excited about is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 5, Volume 2, which is the Golden Wind arc. If you cannot see, I enjoy JoJo's. I'm fully caught up on the anime, and I am starting to slowly read through the manga in anticipation for Part 6, which I think the first episode airs on Netflix in December of this year. The only thing that bums me out about JoJo's is it's so far behind on American releases compared to Japan releases. I just wish we could get caught up, because I hear about all these arcs that I have not read yet and I really want to read. But yeah, so Part 5, Volume 2, Golden Wind is coming out November 2nd. My Hero Academia Vigilantes Volume 11 also comes out November 2nd. I have read the first volume of Vigilantes. It was okay. I have heard that this series is actually pretty good. I'm not sure if I'll jump back into it, but I'm sure those that read it are super excited that Volume 11 is coming out November 2nd. And the last one coming out November 2nd, which I also have not really had time to read or pick up, but I have heard great things about it, is Undead Unluck Volume 4. I actually don't know quite anything about this manga, except that I do feel like it is somewhat popular. I do hear the name a lot. I just don't really know what the story involves. But yeah, Volume 4 coming out November 2nd. So let's go to November 9th, which you remember that disclaimer I did in the beginning of this video? This is why. The Demon Slayer box set is supposed to come out November 9th, which was a month after it was originally scheduled to release, which was October 5th. I have mine pre-ordered. I'm just waiting for it to get here. I really hope that it makes this November 9th date, because I am really excited to read through the box set and see how the series ends. All I know about Demon Slayer is the first season of the anime and the Mugen Train movie that got released. I know season 2 has started. I just haven't had time to catch up on it. But yeah, I have it pre-ordered. I am so excited to start Demon Slayer, and I really hope that it has a strong ending, because the first season of the anime is very, very well done. Another one that I put in here that's getting released on November 9th is Fly Me to the Moon Volume 8. And the reason I put it in here is because I don't know anything about this, but again, it's kind of like Undead Unluck. I hear the name all the time. And I was wondering if you guys knew, is Fly Me to the Moon good, and what kind of manga is it? Is it like, because some of the covers, is it like a romance manga, a slice of life manga? Like, I put it in here to ask you guys, is it good, and is it worth checking out? And the last one on November 9th, which is a new series that I'm going to pick up the first volume because it sounds so interesting. I really want to hop on a volume 1 of this series, which is Journey's End, Volume 1, comes out November 9th. And if you haven't heard about the story, it sounds incredibly interesting. It's basically like what happens at the end of like an MMO. So it's about this elf mage, and their party has defeated the Demon King, but she realizes that she's going to outlive all of her party members. And it sounds like she has to deal with what immortality and what kind of life can you lead when all your party members are slowly getting old and dying. It sounds like an incredible story, and I really hope they nail the potential of what this story can be. So I'm just letting you guys know a new series is coming out November 9th. It's a volume 1. I'm going to jump on and check it out, and let me know if you guys do as well. November 16th is a stacked week for releases. Let's start off with Beastars Volume 15. This is one of those that I heard the anime is amazing. I heard the manga is amazing. And I believe that it's finished now. I believe the next volume, I believe Volume 16 is the final volume of Beastars. I could be wrong about that. And by the time I had heard about it and wanted to pick it up, it was coming to an end. So I'm hoping they kind of do like a box set with it. If not, I'm hoping for, since it is November and there is Thanksgiving sales, I'm hoping for maybe a bundle deal like on Right Stuff or something to pick this up, because I have heard nothing but great things about Beastars. Another one that I've heard nothing but great things about, and I cannot find a Volume 1 or 2 anywhere, is Hell's Paradise, which Volume 11 comes out November 16th. I want to read this. If a Volume 1 and 2 could get in stock, I would read this. But I cannot find the 1 and 2 volumes anywhere. So it's not that I don't want to. I actually can't find them. So it's probably a good idea to maybe pre-order or do something, because it seems like Hell's Paradise kind of gets sold out fairly quickly. Another one of my disclaimers, it was supposed to come out in October, but it's gotten pushed to November 16th, is Solo Leveling Volume 3. I love this manga. Every time I get the volume, I read it in one sitting. And Volume 3 is going to be no exception. If you have not been reading this manga, excuse me, it's different. I highly, highly, highly recommend this manga. I actually have a buddy that is obsessed with this manga and has read all the chapters. He is current. I cannot recommend Solo Leveling more. I think it's a fantastic series, and I think if you're interested in an action, it's kind of like a video game action manga. It's in color. I highly recommend checking it out. Zom 100 Volume 4 is coming out November 16th. And this is another one where I was actually having a little difficulty finding a Volume 1. I think they're back in stock now. So it's one of those that I want to check out. Just, there's so much manga. I can only check out so much, but I've actually heard really cool things about it. Hopefully, if there's any of you guys that are reading it, let me know if you do enjoy it and if it's worth checking out. And the last one coming out November 16th is a personal favorite. I don't really talk about it. I talk about it a little bit, but not too much on this channel, but I really, really enjoy, and I think it's such an interesting manga. And the reason I don't talk about it is because I feel like you ruin a lot of things even talking about it, which is Blood on the Tracks Volume 7. It's kind of like a mystery manga, and I think part of the enjoyment is knowing nothing about it and going in blind. And if I haven't said it before, if you can find a Volume 1, maybe Volume 1 and Volume 2, it's worth checking out Blood on the Tracks. I think it's a special manga. November 23rd doesn't have a lot, but it has 2 bangers coming out, which is Berserk Deluxe Volume 9, which I pre-order these volumes as soon as you're able to on Right Stuff or Amazon. I just think it's one of the best stories ever told, and 2, it's one of the best physical editions I personally own. And yeah, the price tag is a little higher. It's like you can probably get it for around $40 to $45. Sometimes you can catch a deal and get it for about $30. But yeah, you know what Berserk is. The Deluxe Volume 9 is coming out. Either you are in Berserk or you're out of Berserk, and you know at this point. And another series that I think got a lot of love in the beginning, but I'm slowly seeing it wane, which I still really enjoy it, and it's a nice hardcover edition. Vinland Saga Volume 12 comes out on the 23rd of November. I love this series. I think it's not on the same level as Berserk, which is funny that they're coming out on the same day. It's not at the same level as Berserk, but I think it should be held in the conversation of some of the best currently ongoing manga right now. If you're kind of hesitant, the anime is streaming on Amazon. I believe season 1 and season 2 is now. I think it does a great adaptation, so I would check out a few episodes and see if that kind of stuff interests you, and if it does, I highly recommend picking up the manga. And then the final manga that I want to talk about that's getting released in the month of November, on November 30th, is Blue Period Volume 5. It actually just got an anime adaptation. I haven't checked out the anime adaptation. I'm current with the manga. It is not what I thought it was going to be, but I'm going to continue to read it because the story that it is trying to tell is different than what I thought originally, but it has its own merits, and I do kind of enjoy the journey that you go on in Blue Period. And I'm really interested to see how the anime has adapted this type of story. There is not a lot of manga coming out this month. I think it does have to do with, it is the Thanksgiving month, which means the Thanksgiving sales are coming. I'm really hoping Right Stuff and Amazon have fantastic deals. Black Clover, the new volume's getting released this month. I hope they do a bundle deal because I really want to start reading Black Clover. I just don't want to spend the money to buy volume by volume when there's like 27 volumes out now. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this new release manga video, and you have some volumes coming out this month that you're very excited about, because there are some that I'm very excited about. And let me know down below what you guys are reading and what you're excited about, and what kind of deals you think we're going to get in the Thanksgiving month of November. My wallet is already sending out an SOS. But yeah, thank you as always for supporting the channel and watching the video, and I will see you next time.